Okay, so my husband's almost out of the shower, so I might have to pause. We'll see. Um, Here I am back in the corner again. It's my favorite corner. I wanted to talk to you about the second story of my white Bronco truck, four-wheel drive with the hitch that I had. So I don't know how many people know. I'm sure a lot of people know this, but I'm also sure a lot of people don't know this. In some four-wheel drives, the old school ones, you had your regular drive and your four-wheel drive. So you had two drives. So when you had to get out of the truck and put it into four-wheel drive and put that into four-wheel drive. Had two stick shifts, right? So one puts it in, and then you would, right? So that's kind of how it was. I had two drives. So my husband's driving to work one day, and I get a phone call, and he's like, "Hey, babe." I said, "Hey, what's going on?" And he says, "Oh, the truck broke down." And I said, "Oh no, what happened?" And he said, "I don't know. Something fell down from underneath the truck. It's sparking, and now I can't shift any gears. I'm stuck out here in the middle of the road." I'm like, "Oh shoot." I said, "Well, okay, I'll get down there as soon as I can." So I got down there and I looked underneath, and I'm like, I see. So I removed the regular drive because that's what the yoke had broke, but it somehow it fell in the back, so it was like scraping and sparking and stuff. So it was already half off, right? So I got under there and I 4 bolts. It's 4 bolts to finish taking it off. So it's 8 bolts total, right? So I'm like, So I take it off and I huck it in the back of the truck and I put the truck in four-wheel drive and I said, "Okay, you're good to go." I said, "It's in four wheels, so be careful." He's like, "What? Like, how am I gonna go? You just took." I said, "Oh no, the four-wheel drive is still there, but the regular one is off the truck." So I really had no choice but to drive it in four-wheel. I know it. I know it's bad for the truck, but I had to do it. So I took the drive. I'm not sure if that's what they call it, but it's the pole that connects the front tires to the back tires, right? Right? The drive line. That's what it's called, the drive line. So I took the drive line, the regular, not the four-wheel one, because it had two, one regular, one four-wheel one. So I took the regular to the shop in Tacoma with my truck, drop it off, and they're gonna fix the yoke. And he's like, "Oh, do you want us to mount it back on the truck?" And I said, "Oh, let me think about that. Yeah, I think so, probably, yeah." So I got back when it was ready, and they're like, "Okay, it's this much money for this, and then we're gonna put it on, so it's gonna cost you this much money." And I looked at him and I said, "Are you kidding me?" He's like, "What?" I said, "You're gonna charge me what, $600 for 8 bolts? You got one person holding it and one person screwing it in. 8 bolts, 4 in the back, 4 in the front. And once you get one set of bolts on, you really don't need somebody under there holding it for you either. You hold it, put a bolt here and a bolt here, and then you're on your own, right?" $600. I said, "That's like $75 per bolt." No. Mm-mm. I said, "No, that's okay. I got it. I'll do that part." He goes, "Are you sure?" And I had my daughter Andrea with me, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure." So I paid for the fixing of the drive line, and they were all standing there laughing their asses off, looking out the window because I did it right there in their parking lot. Yeah. So I said, "Andrea, under the truck, help me out here. We got to prove these macho men wrong." So had my tools with me, got underneath that truck. She held it, I screwed it. We were done. We drove away in the regular drive. I said, "Thanks for the fix, guys. Bye." So I'm not. Hey, baby, you okay?
Yeah, okay.
I thought you were saying something. Anyway, so that's the story of my life of my Bronco, my Ford Bronco. So I have owned a couple of Fords in my day. Yeah, I'm not a Ford fan. No, every Ford I've ever owned has broke down pretty quickly. Like I owned that truck for probably, I don't know, maybe a year. Maybe a year on the other Ford. And I think there's the third Ford was actually a year as well. Go figure. Anyways, so, and I think, here's what I think, okay? We got Chevy. Chevy's a good company. GMC, I'm going to put GMC one step above Chevy. And to be fair, I'm a Chevy girl. Chevy, and then we have probably Dodge, right underneath Jeep. Dodge is a good company, right? And then it just goes downhill from there. Ford. What is that company called? Subaru. Ford's above Subaru. Is that the name of the company? I think so. But that's a rough in my head. I'm a Chevy girl and I own a Jeep. Good news is I can work on Jeeps. Come to find out that they are workable. They don't want you to. You know, they got all these old plastic locks and shit on everything. I just break them off. Fix the car anyways. I don't care. If we own it till it's old and buried, I don't know. We'll see. I think we might be looking into a refinance situation. Get the payment lowered. It stretches it back out. So financially it would be good for us. And the other thing is, if we did get it refinanced, we would get out from underneath the bubble payment that would be due at the end of the purchase lease period, whatever. I don't know. There's a bubble payment that's due at the end of the contract, quite large. That might be the death of our car and us. We do not have that kind of money saved up. However, we have right about a year, maybe a year and a half. I think our contract up is up October of 2024. So we need to have it all paid off and also save up for that balloon payment. So I can make payments on the balloon payment, absolutely. Once I make my payment and it's cleared, I can go in there and pay additional money straight to that balloon payment, straight to principal, basically, right? So I can dwindle it down through the next few months, but I have to remember to do it. That's my problem. I don't remember that I have to do that, so it doesn't get done, you know? So, and I don't know what it is about every time he gets paid, my brain goes blank. I have the bills all written down on what needs to be paid on what payday. And then the check comes in, and I'm like, what was I going to pay again? So yeah. Most of his check from last week's just sitting there because I can't remember what I got to friggin' pay out. But, you know, it is what it is. I don't know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my husband is getting ready to walk out the door. And I'm going to give him a kiss before he leaves. So I want you guys to have a great day and keep smiling. Keep being that great person that you can be. And I will see you in the next one. Oh, don't forget, like, subscribe, share this video out, and hit that bell notification. Thanks. Bye.